आपने बाबा हमें।
Om Shanti. Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. If you do service now and accept the fruit of that right now, you do not accumulate anything. It is like earning and using it up immediately. There is no willpower in that. Such souls are internally weak. They are not powerful, but remain empty. When this finishes, you will automatically become incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Bhakti Parivar. Today's day 17. Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Today's topic: incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone good? Okay. We have to keep ourselves well, right? We have to remain good. It's very important. Not only for the self, but for the service, right? Don't ignore any symptoms, any sorrow in the mind or any pain in the body, Check it out and see so that you feel well, right? Sometimes some old feelings stay and we have to remove that. So if we constantly keep practicing, have attainments, then all that old stuff will be removed. No sorrow, no pain, right? It's very important. Word Baba is using automatic. So how can incorporeal state be automatic? It's interesting, isn't it? So otherwise we were practicing incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. But what Baba is saying that don't eat the fruit instantly. So I think we have to explore this and what it really means. I'm still trying to go deeper and say, but if I have knowledge, I am incorporeal. So what is instantly eating fruit? It could be your name, your praise, your status. When you get a status, a lot of people immediately use their authority and whatever. But status changes, we have to remain same, right? My identity, true one, is incorporeal. Whatever other identities I get is to play my part. The consciousness should remain that I am incorporeal. So, incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. If you do service now and accept the fruit of that right now, it is like earning and using it up immediately. Some people, those who don't know budget, even before they get their income, they are over budget or they equally plan. But Baba used to say, anytime you get something, at least have some saving, right? There is no willpower in that. Such souls are internally very weak. They are not powerful and they remain empty inside. So Baba says, when this finishes, you will automatically become incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. So I like when Avek Babdada today said, introversion would sit in introversion cave. So when you are introverted, then whatever you hear, the meaning, true meaning, insights, because it's the method, no? Vidhi and Siddhi, right? You are able to accomplish when there is right method. And right method is through the knowledge. So as much I understand right method, it's like technique. Then it works, right? But if I do not, and I just use as it is, so what we have to do that we experience in incorporeal state. Not only we are practicing, incorporeal and then of course egoless. According to people, they say ego is very important, but that is body consciousness. We have to be in soul consciousness and then all the five vices: lust, anger, greed, attachment, viceless, completely viceless. Yesterday morning, Amrit Vela, I was sitting and I was just feeling that purity is like nothing touches you. I was feeling so good. And also as incorporeal, or it's like freedom from this body. Subtle desires or ego, whatever, if it's there. So it was a very, very beautiful experience. So I thought that must be in golden age, right? But whatever our experience and attainments of golden age has to be here at confluence age. So we take sanskars. And then all elements are completely pure. Air, water, earth, fire, everything is pure. So I keep telling Baba, bring that heaven very quickly. You want to go there. Baba said, no, you all have to still serve. You have to serve souls who are in sorrow, those who are suffering. You all have to keep, it will come when you all will be. Like today, Baba said, there will be queue in Abu. And there is already, right? Full, everywhere it's full. Every bhavan is full. So many bhattis, so many professional programs. So You have to be ready for that kind of service where I can keep earning and keep accumulating so that the stage also remains very stable in a very natural way. It's only when I am able to serve consistently through thoughts, words, actions, that stage also remains stable. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Hello, Om Shanti.
I'm thinking of your experience. It sounds so beautiful, your Amrit Vela experience.
It was very
So share with us how you sit in incorporeal stage.
means I am incorporeal, right? And I am in this body. Body is corporeal, it's of elements. But as Baba had said it today or somewhere, that seed is always essence, like there is no expansion of the seed. So sometimes like you just become essential and seed just powerful and separate from your, this is nature, these are elements. There has to be a kind of very loving relationship with body. Like Baba gives example of costume. But you take off costume or change costume, then you hang it properly, keep it properly, right? Respecting body is important, but not attachment with body. And it's very subtle. So when the stage is good, my vibrations from my thoughts are good, body feels it in the sense of naturally detached, like you don't have to force by saying, I have to be detached from body. I have to be egoless. In the end, when a Vyakti signal was, your stage will automatically be incorporeal. And I think that all of us are making efforts for such a long time. So definitely that stage has been created. So if we sit and take this thought, I am the seed, I am incorporeal, you will feel yourself separate from the body. So tomorrow morning, maybe you all should try and you will have also similar experience.
Right. I like this whole idea of being a seed. That's just the essence, nothing else. One of the things Baba said in Sunday's Murli, and you mentioned it again today, is about sitting in introspection. Baba said you should take time, sit in introspection. How are you doing this?
No, morning Amrit Vela is good, but these days afternoon also sit 1 hour, not in yoga or, very naturally introversion, in the sense of just going in and sometimes I practice, but sometimes I experience. And so it's like I feel that making time for yourself, especially, of course, we do traffic control. We are all karma yogis, so we are busy. But sometimes for mind and intellect, just to be free, in the sense of going in, looking for the self, experiencing, it's like whole thing about the soul, about, internal feelings. And like today I was thinking that why does it happen that we all have like different kinds of thoughts emerge? For some they don't emerge, some they emerge in situation, or if you have heard something. Some keep thinking, right? Not,
Right.
but also sometimes thoughts emerge. But there are some they don't. So I was just thinking that what is the method that whatever happen. No, why should there be thoughts in the mind about a person or a situation? So when you are in introspection, like you take something which you notice within you, or and then you start working on that and saying, well, I have to look into that. Is this the sanskar? Is this the habit? Is what is going on? So introspection helps us to kind of look into the self and to change and to see what can be done about it. So deep churning also happens, but not of Gyan, but more about your own self. One is churning of knowledge, other is reflecting on your own self, where I need to be better, where I ought to take care if there is any anxiety or any kind of fear. Or so introspection will help us to make the soul powerful. So 1 hour, half an hour, whatever we get, it's not we have to keep doing or have to sit in yoga, but introspection is also very interesting.
Right, right. So, Didi, these days, there is a lot of research around something called wakeful rest. Wakeful rest is you're resting while you're awake. That is, you're not looking at a computer, you're not looking at a phone, you're just sitting. And this is what you're saying, because what people are saying is we are constantly plugged in. And so the body and even the mind, it's really not good. And so Baba has been saying this for so many decades now, that we have to have wakeful rest. And so this is what you're suggesting, is we have wakeful rest, that we need to rest with, not when we are sleeping, but other times, right? So
Yeah.
that is what it is, like you're just sitting down and just being with yourself. And
Also not just keep thinking, oh, I have to churn knowledge, I have to remember Baba, I have to, because that also constantly in the mind. Just sit with Baba, sit with yourself, and it's really, really deep relaxation, or also power of silence.
right.
Very deeply, you're not doing anything, as you said. Mind is relaxed, intellect is free, and of course, through sense organs, you're not doing. Dari Janki, 4:30 to 5:30, everyone used to say, I'm just giving Sakash, just like she will sit for herself. And during that, of course, whatever service has to happen, that also happens.
Hmm.
So I intentionally keep 1 hour at least, or 1.5 hour, whatever is possible.
Right. So, Didi, I was thinking, when I see a lot of Brahmins falling asleep when they sit in yoga, and maybe if they do something like this, then they are resting, but also they're not sleeping.
Yeah, introversion.
Yeah, introversion. Another thing that Baba said in Sunday's Murli was about savings, that you have to accumulate in your savings account. I have a few questions around that actually. How do I know how much savings account I have?
See, whatever, like say I do any service, I created elevated actions, right? And whatever I got it, I again invest it, in the sense of I say, I'm going to do this, whatever I got it, or success or something. And that becomes saving, because you are earning more on what you have already earned. Saving, because one is, okay, you have income and you say, let me do saving, right? That is good also. But even to put that into service could be also more saving, because something more will emerge from there. Like Brahma Baba, until now, so many are inspired to serve Yagya, because the way he did, In a way, it was saving. No? He gave everything to Yagya, but then also not gave in the sense of just gave, but service, planning, what should happen, what about Yagya. Because what I have noticed, any time you have something and you put it in service, immediately it multiplies, immediately. And it keeps multiplying, and that is saving.
Mhm. How do I know what my leakages are? Like, how am I spending without even knowing that I'm spending my accumulation?
Mhm. I think that there are two ways. One is external habits, if there are, but then this is more with the thinking, with the thoughts. So we have to move forward. We don't get stuck. We have to, expand, not stay with the same thoughts. So I think more we do feel that I have a lot of saving and I can use it in a proper way. But all basically through thoughts first. Through your thinking, you will know that is it bankrupt thinking, insolvent thinking, or is it solvent thinking? And solvent thinking means then you are cheerful, you are full, you feel happy, and so that means you are doing well.
Mhm. I'm still not able to see, how much when Baba keeps saying accumulate, 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 I'm still not able to completely grasp how is it that I can accumulate maximum. And
Let's say
especially some.
a situation comes and you really get exhausted with that situation, and so you do not have more to put in that, in the sense of your saving is being used. Like, somebody said they had big house and suddenly they had to spend a lot of money in the house because their electrical problem, all that. So naturally, when they spend all the money, it was difficult, no? So same we will start feeling this situation came and I feel so exhausted with that situation, got very frustrated. So that means my saving is being used now completely. So
Mhm.
otherwise it will be okay. You pay off and still you have enough. No. So I think that is why one thing we have to do is to constantly earn, not worry about budget, but we should constantly earn more so there is enough saving all the time.
Right, right. One thing that Baba said in yesterday's blessing was that if you do service and you talk about the fact that you did that service, then you lose half, right?
Mm.
And so I thought, okay, this is very clear now. If I'm doing service and said I did it instead of Baba did it, whatever, or even just mention it, then I'm losing half. Half the savings is gone, like half the income is gone in that. So I was wondering if there are other things. Like I remember one time Baba saying, only when you do service in the consciousness of being an instrument, then do you accumulate. And so I was wondering if there are other things I can check and say, okay, if I'm talking about it, it's gone.
But also I am a trustee. So if I am trustee, the way I use everything is according to Srimad. So when I'm using according to Srimad, it will multiply. It will keep multiplying and that becomes saving too. But if I just use everything according to what my feelings are, what my thoughts are, then maybe I'm using lot, and that loss, using lot might be losing too.
Hmm.
I think this keeps going on. Sometimes we are able to save, sometimes we use it also. So there needs some attention for that.
Right, right. one of the things Baba was saying was, how many thoughts do you have a minute? And I was remembering Dadi Gulzar.
Mhm.
I wonder if Dadi Gulzar even had 10 thoughts per minute.
Mhm.
So there, like I don't know how they count, but normally they say that uh, this is this is what an approximation. They say we have like 10,000, 20,000, or something thoughts per amount of time, right? Minute. I cannot imagine that many thoughts per
1
minute,
minute. That
or 1 hour, something like that. I'm not pretty sure, but it's a large number in a minute and in an hour. It's a very large number. And so I was wondering that the savings, how do I know I'm saving, is also dependent on how many thoughts I have per minute. What do you say, Didi?
see, whenever there is, sometimes it happens that you're getting lot of elevated thoughts for service. Let's say, your intellect is just bringing some beautiful things and you just get absorbed in that. But then sometimes your concerns about things, your concerns about situation, then there are a lot of wasteful thoughts. The fear comes in, the feelings get like, lack of faith. So we have to check. So where I am earning and where I am losing, right? So first one, lot of elevated thoughts are coming. It's like earning. 1, 2, 3. If you have problems, all answers are coming. But if it is all wasteful concerns, it's losing, right? Definitely it's reducing. So is the situation actually helps us to see, am I gaining or I am losing?
Hmm. Right, 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 right.
Because
So
there
how
are
many thoughts do you think Dadi Gulzar had per minute?
she said, I think only when necessary. One time we asked her something, she said, I don't think I need to think about it. Hmm. So once we asked her, she said, when it's needed, I think. As much needed, I think. Whatever time is needed, I think. That means she has a quiet mind and she uses it whenever it's necessary. But minds generally keep working, keep going on and on. Rarely you hear that mind is silent. So
So
that
Didi,
is
was she born like that? She must have made some effort, no?
some, because Baba had to use her as instrument. So Baba said thinking less helped her to save lot of power of mind. And that is why her concentration, Baba can use her. So I think that is the part also helps us that we receive or we use our mind accordingly. Yeah, definitely it must be some effort, but also as a gift.
Yeah. So
Each,
what effort?
each one of
What
us,
effort? So I have that kind of command. I only think when I'm necessary. I only think if I need to think. What is the effort?
tell your mind when you start thinking. It's like a habit, no? Like external habits. This is mental habit that keep thinking, not stop it. And let's move on now to something else. So I think again, attention on the self, where to discontinue and stop, and where then to keep thinking also. Yeah. It's another kind of power of the mind.
Right.
We will say so many in the meeting that he say few words, say, no, everything is okay. I don't have to say anything. So that's what her nature was, right? Yeah.
Right, right, right. All right, Didi. Thank you so much.
Kesarin Ben. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Shirinben. And again, just a reminder, save the date. Sister Shivani will be reading Hindi English Murli in Avyakti Parivar, Saturday, September 21st. So 6 to 7 meditation, 7 to 8:30 a.m. English Sakar Murli with translation available, Zoom and Avyakti Parivar YouTube channel. All right, so that's the bonus. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and our schedule from Amritula 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. In the evening, 5 to 5:15 p.m. Avyakti Children Murli class. 6 o'clock, Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series and English series chit chat. Now let's remember Baba. Take drishti from Didi. I request everyone, if you can make sure your videos are on, so Didi can see everyone. Thank you.
एक मेरा मनमीत जहां, एक मेरा मनमीत जहां, दूजा है कोई और नहीं, और नहीं कोई और नहीं। चल रे मना ले चल तू वहाँ, चल रे मना ले चल तू वहाँ, जग का जहाँ कोई शोर नहीं, शोर नहीं, कोई शोर नहीं। एक मेरा मनमीत जहां। दिल को बड़ा सुकून मिला है, मन को मिला है चैन। दिल को बड़ा सुकून मिला है, मन को मिला है चैन। उसने मुझको अपना कह कर प्यार दिया दिन रैन, प्यार दिया दिन रैन। सुख बरसाए दिल को लुभाए, सुख बरसाए दिल को लुभाए, ऐसा कोई चित चोर नहीं, चित चोर नहीं, चित चोर नहीं। एक मेरा मनमीत जहां। मुझे निहारा है। नीले नभ की ओट से जिसने रह रहे मुझे निहारा है। बाह पसारे मुझको बुलाए, दिल का वही सहारा है। दिल का वही सहारा है। जब से जाना है पहचाना, जब से जाना है पहचाना, कब नाचा मन मोर नहीं, मन मोर नहीं, मन मोर नहीं। एक मेरा मनमीत जहां, दूजा है कोई और नहीं।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.